I used to absolutely view myself as terrible, as horrible, as not good enough for anyone. I used to look in the mirror and feel so negative about myself, and it absolutely crushed me on every level, on a personal level, on a physical level, on a spiritual level, on a whole life perspective. It absolutely crushed me to the point I couldn't speak or interact with anyone. And it would absolutely hurt me on that deeper level and just make me feel terrible on a real sense. I remember there was a time when I was outside school and there was this beautiful and stunning girl, and I really liked her to an insane amount. So I'm speaking to this girl and we're getting on amazing. We're having a good time, we're having good interaction, we're making each other laugh. I'm making her laugh. And mid-interaction, I gave up. Mid-interaction, I thought, fuck this, I'm not good enough, I'm terrible, and just gave up. And then like 2, 3 months later, I tried messaging her and all this stuff, and it just didn't work out. And it absolutely crushed me on that real perspective. And it's such an interesting thing when you go from being ugly, being unattractive, being fat, being out of shape, to being in better shape, looking better, looking at yourself in an amazing light, where you're positive, when you're grateful in yourself. And I just want to speak about the real differences that happen when you go from being out of shape, being fat, to being more confident and looking better. Let's just get out of the way straight away. Girls treat you insanely different when you go from an average guy to a guy who's in shape. Girls treat you so much more different. I'll give you some examples. They will make it 100% obvious to you that they want you. They will come up to you in certain cases, especially when you're on a night out perspective. They'll come up to you, they'll speak to you, they'll dance on you, they'll make it easy for you to make things happen. They'll say stuff to you just in a normal life perspective. When you are more attractive, girls will say shit to their friends, they'll say shit to each other when you're walking past. And it gives you a lot of confidence, and it's not as hard to make things happen now because they're giving you that door open, which is such a beautiful thing, which makes you feel way better about yourself. Because I know a lot of guys, and I know me back in the past, I wasn't able to get anything at all. So me being able to get this stuff with ease, not having to try as hard, is such a beautiful thing. And it comes from getting in shape and building a better body, building a better physique, building a body where you're proud of yourself and where you look at yourself in an amazing light, in a positive light, in a light where you are like, oh my God, that's how I look. I'm proud of myself. I'm grateful in myself. I feel good in myself. And when you start walking with that confidence, and when you start viewing yourself in that confident perspective, doors just open. Doors just open. I'm talking relationships. I'm talking friendships. I'm talking just your overall perspective of yourself, what you can achieve. Them doors open because you start viewing yourself as someone who can achieve these goals. You start looking at yourself as someone who can achieve amazing goals and things that are quite hard, things that are quite challenging, because you pushed yourself, because you were dedicated to this journey and you were watching your calories, you were in the gym, you were lifting them weights, you built a physique that you're proud of, you built a physique that you're grateful in. So you look at yourself in such a different light to these other people. You look at yourself in a light where you're so much more grateful in yourself and you're actually happy for who you've achieved and who you've built. Too many people neglect this. Too many people think, actually, oh, I'm not good enough, so I'm not going to try. I'm not going to work towards anything. I'm not going to work towards this goal. I'm not going to work towards this. And that was my old mentality. I'll eat away the pain. I'll just eat shit. It feels comfortable. It feels all right. It feels decent. Or I'll just eat loads of bad food and just chill and just almost give up and be a victim. But when you take accountability for that and you start seeing results, it absolutely changes you on that level. And this is what I found on a deeper level. How I feel about myself is so different on this journey. And it's not just because of the external shit. It's because of the internal work that you go through. You go through them daily struggles of not liking yourself, hating yourself, and looking at yourself in a terrible light. And then you come back from that in an amazing way, in a positive way, and you look at yourself so much more different. The days where you didn't want to work out, the days where you didn't want to stick on your diet, the days where you had to go through challenges, your mental health wasn't good enough, and you thought, actually, I'm going to push through this, I'm still going to go to the gym, I'm still going to work out, I'm still going to better myself, I'm still going to try on myself. Them days add up so much, and it makes you have a different level of confidence. It inspires you to work on different goals. It inspires you to look at yourself different, and your whole life changes. Opportunities that you never had before that open up. All opportunities open up. I'm talking relationships. The relationships I've got off the back of this journey has been amazing and has been incredible. The things that I've been able to do off the back of this, how I view myself off the back of this is insane. And I just want to make this video truly for you lot to Be inspired to work on yourself and to glow yourself up, to get in the gym. The main thing is getting in the gym and losing some body fat. If you build a bit of muscle and lose a bit of weight, you're going to be in such an incredible position in regards to how you look. You're going to look way better than the average guy. You're going to look at yourself in such a better place. And this changes the game. Literally just doing that will put you above a high percentage of guys, a high percentage of people is about. If you build a bit of muscle and get down to, I would say 12% body fat would be completely optimal. People would say 10% body fat, but 10% body fat is quite challenging to get to, and most people won't be able to get there. If you get to around that 12% body fat, you will be in an amazing position with this. You will look better, your face will look better, your face will look leaner, your body will look leaner. You'll look better, you'll view yourself better, and it will change your game in this area. If you start just going about and going to places when you're at that body fat percentage, just say even 14%, because 14% is just a little bit higher, but you still look decent, you still look good. A lot of times you still have ab definition and your face will still look decent. If you start going to places, you are going to hold yourself so much different, and you're going to have a lot more attraction in them places. You're going to be able to go up, and if you speak to a girl, she's going to be way more interested in you than she was beforehand. She's going to look at you way more different than she would beforehand. And this is what you got to think, man. When I was out of shape, when I was fat, I never had any opportunities. Now, ever since I got on this journey, and this sounds like bullshit, and a lot of you may think this is bullshit, but I have opportunities every day. I have opportunities to make things happen every day, just from places that I go, just from everyday places that I go. And this is the thing, it changes you. It changes you. It changes how you view yourself. Don't neglect this. Start working on yourself. Start losing weight, building that physique, building that body. Start taking care of your skin. Start washing your face. Have a face wash. Have a moisturizer. Have all these things, because these things just add up. They add up so amazingly. And when you start dressing better as well and looking at yourself in a better light, things change, man. Things change. You can change your whole reality. You can go from fat, out of shape, hating yourself, unconfident, to in shape, confident, and liking yourself, and having the confidence to speak to people. Don't neglect that. This is how your life changes when you go from average guy to a more attractive guy.